Good morning, friends. Today we will see how to find mean using assume mean method. Yesterday and day before yesterday we have seen to find mean using direct method and step deviation method. Today we will see the last part of this part, that is mean. How to find mean using assume mean method. I'll read the sum. Find the mean of the following data. Class interval 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60, 60 to 70. And the frequencies, that is Fi is equal to 4. This is 4, 7, 10, 12, 8, 5. Now I will write the solution here only. Instead of frequency, now I'll call it as Fi. Now in this method, okay, xi is same, but the new columns are di is equal to xi minus a, and the last column is fi di. D stands for deviation, and the formula for d is xi minus a, or even you can call it as d. D is equal to xi minus a and fi di. 0 to 10 is 10. 10 by 2 is 5. 10 plus 20 is 30. 30 by 2 is 15. Similarly, 20 plus 30 is 50. 50 by 2 is 25. The xi of this class interval 30 to 40 is 30 plus 40 is 70. 70 by 2 is 35. 40 plus 50 is 90. 90 by 2 is 45. 50 plus 60 is 110. 110 by 2 is 55. And the xi for the last class interval 60 plus 70 is 65. Now I find deviation. Xi minus a. Assume mean. Yesterday we have seen how to take assume mean. We have to take assume mean from xi. You can see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll take the middlemost number as the assume mean. 1, 2, 3. This will be assume mean method. A is equal to 35. Now we'll find di for all the class interval. First, di is equal to xi minus a. Xi is 5. 5 minus 35 is minus 30. Again I repeat. D is equal to xi minus a. First xi is 5. 5 minus 35 is minus 30. Second di. 15 minus 35. 15 minus 35 is minus 20. Then 25 minus 35 is minus 10. Next di is 35 is xi minus assume mean is also 35, so it is 0. Now 45 minus 35 is 10. 55 minus a is 35. 55 minus 35 is 20. And 65 minus 35 is 30. So this is the way to find D. Now the last column is FIDI. You have to multiply. 4 into minus 30 is minus 120. 4 into minus 20 is minus 80. Then 7 into minus 10 is minus 70. 10 into 0 is 0. 12 into 10 is 120. 8 into 20 is 160. And 30 into 5 is 150. Now we'll take summation of Fi. If you add all the frequencies, 4 plus 4 8, 8 plus 7 15, 15 plus 10 25, 25 plus 5 30, 30 plus 12 42, 42 plus 8 50. So summation of Fi is 50. Now let's see what is summation of Fi di. First I will add this minus 120, minus 80 and minus 70. Minus 120 minus 80 is minus 200. Minus 200 minus 70 is minus 270. Now we will see the addition of these three numbers. 120 plus 160 plus 150. This is 0. Then 2 plus 6 is 8. 8 plus 5 is 13. This is 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 430. Now I will write, okay, summation of Fi di. This is plus 430. This is minus 270. We will subtract 430 and 270. We will subtract 430 and 270. I will subtract here 430 and 270. 430 minus 270, 0. 30 minus 7, 6. 3 minus 2, 1. So it is 160. 430 minus 270 is 160. So the table is ready. Now we have to write the formula and place the values and do the calculations. I will rub this and then I will write all the details. I have assumed name with me. I will keep as it is. I will write here. I will write assuming A is equal to 35. Summation of Fi is equal to 50. Then summation of Fi di is equal to 160. And now I will rub this and then I will write the formula and then I will place the values. The formula for assuming method is x bar is equal to A plus summation of Fi di upon summation of Fi. X bar is equal to A plus summation of Fi di upon summation of Fi, where A stands for assumed mean. I will place the values now. Is equal to 35 plus summation of Fi di is 160 upon summation of Fi is 50. 0, 0 gets cancelled. Is equal to 35 plus 16 upon 5 is equal to 35 plus. Let's divide these two numbers. Let's see what is the answer. 16. 5 3s are 15. 1. 5 2s are 10. So it is 3.2. So it is 38.2. So x bar is equal to 38.2. So this is the way to find mean using assumed mean method. Now the next sum is the following data is the distribution of mangoes to the number of boxes. In this sum also we have to find mean using the same method, that is assumed mean method. Number of mangoes. Class interval is 50 to 52, 53 to 55, 56 to 58, 59 to 61, 62 to 64, and the frequencies are 15, 110, 135, 115, 25. Find the mean number of mangoes kept in a packing box. Students, if you see at the class interval 50 to 52 is not a continuous class interval. Meaning of continuous means, I will write here okay for you. If this is 10 to 20, then the next class interval is 20 to 30, then the next is 30 to 40. So these class intervals are called as continuous class intervals. But if you look at this sum, it is 50 to 52. But in the next class interval, it is not 52, it is 53. And here it is 55. So we have to make the class interval continuous. And to make the class continuous, what we have to do? We have to subtract 0.5 from the lower limit. Again I repeat, to make the class interval continuous, we have to subtract 0.5 from the lower limit and we have to add 0.5 to the upper limit. Means we have to subtract 0.5 from 50 and we have to add 0.5 to 52. Similarly, we have to subtract from the other class intervals also. Then now I will write the table and I will write the continuous class interval. I will write here, this is class interval, these are the frequencies. Now as I said, okay, it is not a continuous class interval, we have to make it continuous. Subtract 0.5 from 50, we get 49.52. We have to add 0.5 to the upper limit, it becomes 52.5. Now the second class interval, we have to subtract 0.5 from 53, it becomes 52.52 and this becomes, because we have to add 0.5 to the upper limit, 55.5. This will become 55.5 to 58.5. This will be 58.5 to 61.5 and the last class interval is 61.5 to 64.5. Now if you look at these class intervals, it is continuous class interval. It is a continuous class interval. And now I will write the frequencies here. The number of boxes means frequencies. And then the remaining columns I will write. I will write here. This is Fi. This is Xi. So frequencies are 15, 110, 135, 115 and 25. I'll rub this Xi and the next is Di is equal to Xi minus A and last is Fi Di. Di again I repeat means deviation. We'll find Xi. Xi is equal to lower limit plus upper limit upon 2. 49.5 plus 52.5 okay is 102. 102 by 2 is 51. Now 52.5 to 55.5 divided by 2 is 54. 55.5 to 58.5 divided by 2 is equal to 57. 58.5 plus 61.5 divided by 2 is 60. And the last class interval 61.5 to 64.5 divided by 2 is 63. Because the formula is lower limit plus upper limit upon 2. You have to add it very carefully and then you have to divide it by 2. I have added in mind and divided by 2 and then I got Xi. Now Di is equal to Xi minus A. I will take assumed mean. Assumed mean will be 57. I will first find for the first class interval. Di is Xi minus A. First Xi is 51 minus assumed mean is 57. 51 minus 57 is 51 minus 57 is minus 6. Second Di Xi minus A. 54 is Xi minus assumed mean is 57 minus 3. For the third class interval, Di is equal to Xi minus A. Xi is 57 minus, here assumed mean is also 57, so it becomes 0. For this class interval, Di is equal to Xi minus A. Xi is 60 minus assumed mean is 57, that will become 3. 63 is Xi here minus assumed mean is 57 is equal to 6. Now I will multiply Fi Di. 15 into minus 6 minus 90. 110 into minus 3 minus 330. 135 into 0 is 0. 115 into 3. Let's see what is 115 into 3. 3 5s are 15. 3 1s are 3. 4. That is 345. 345. 25 into 6 is 150. Now I will find summation of Fi di. First I'll add these two. Minus 90 minus 330 is equal to minus 420. 345 plus 150. We'll see the addition. 5 plus 0, 5. 4 plus 5, 9. 3 plus 1, 4. So 345 plus 150 is 495. Now I'll subtract both these numbers. 495 minus 420 is 75. So this is summation of Fi di. Now the table is ready. We have to write the formula and we have to place the values. I'll write the formula, place the values, and I'll get the answer. I'll rub this. I will write all the details here. First I'll write assumed mean as 57, then summation of Fi. I will add this. 5 plus 5, 10, 10 plus 5, 15, 15 plus 5 is 20. 2 here. 2 plus 1, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. And this is 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 600. Let me see again. 5 plus 5, 10, 10 plus 5, 15, 15 plus 5, 20. 0. Carry 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Carry 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry. It is 400. Now, I write here. This is 400. And summation of Fi di is equal to 75. So we have got all things which we want for the formula. A 57, summation of Fi 400, summation of Fi di 75. I'll rub this and I'll write the formula. The formula is x bar, that is mean, is equal to A plus summation of Fi di upon summation of Fi. I'll place the values here. Is equal to 57 plus 75 upon 400 is equal to 57 plus, I will divide this. Let's see what is the division. This is 75, 400. But 75 is less than 400. What I will do? I'll give a decimal point here and I'll add 0. Now I will divide. Because now we can divide. 400 ones are 400. This is 0, 5, 3. I'll take one more 0 here. 4 8s are 32. So it is 3200. What is left? 300. I'll take one more 0. 4 7s are 28. Means 28. 400 into 7 is 2800. 2 is left. I'll take one more 0. 2000 divided by 400 is 5. So it is, answer is 0. Now I'll write the answer of 75 by 400 as 0.1875. So addition of 57 plus 0.1875 is 57.1875, which is equal to 57.19 approximately. This is the way to find mean using assumed mean method.